teach about purgatory. I have never. That's not in the Bible. They have all this stuff about debt, about getting out of hell, or out of purgatory, which is not very. That the Bible does not talk about that at all, really. Because it says that we don't. God, Jesus did not like the Pharisees about this stuff. Like how the Pharisees trying to do that. You got to pay your debts, all this stuff. Jesus went there to stop that, but the Catholics continue that, really.
Sure.
So I would probably say the Catholics are a big red flag because remember also the Pope. They say the Pope cannot say anything wrong.
Right.
So I'd say that actually, the Catholic's probably a red flag.
Dude, what if the Pope was a flat earther?
And,
what if he said he was?
Oh yeah, recently he said something about all the, not trying to get political here, but about, the big deportations going on right now, sending people out of the country. And I personally don't agree with it, and
at one point the Pope was a flat earther, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But,
remember, the Pope can just add stuff that is like, yeah, this is correct.
So he was?
Not the current Pope.
But they believe God chooses who's the Pope.
Well, since we don't have a whole lot of time, I'm gonna. So what you guys are saying is right. I think that you're right in that. Well, here's a way of thinking about things.
All right.
It's all about the Bible or your authority. Where do you get what you believe? And people often say, there's so many churches that they just believe all these different things. It's like, it's not about what they believe, it's where they get their beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have certain things together, you're going to be very close in common. And so there's 3 categories. This is some deep stuff, so are you ready?
Yep.
Evangelical, and then authoritarian is what I'm going to call them. This isn't necessarily a term. And then what's a good word? Oh gosh, what's my word I use for this? We'll just call it co-authoritarian. Okay, so evangelical means that the Bible is over and interprets every other authority. So if there's a creed, a council, a pope, somebody says something, you're like, what does the Bible say about that first? If that doesn't match up with the Bible, no way, we're not there. So if you say extra stuff, we're like, well, we're not going to tell you have to believe that, because the Bible is the sole sufficient norm of norms.
Yeah, it's like the catechism for us Lutherans. We have it, it's just Martin Luther's thoughts on it. It's not like this is factual. This is just the thoughts of a man who started our church, kind of his book. Not something we follow, but this is just something we just read about, the thoughts of this man. Like, what did he think?
Right.
I had one final thing to say, I think, about the Catholic Church. The Pope is human, so he will lie. So he couldn't always be right.
Not according to Catholics. If he's speaking ex cathedra or out of his office, then he's supposed to be infallible and he never lies. So that brings us to this issue, because evangelical is like Baptist, evangelical Lutherans. Well, there is an evangelical Lutheran that's not actually evangelical. Missouri Synod type Lutherans are evangelicals, but then there's others that are authoritarian, like the Roman Catholic Church. So Assembly of God, all these different groups, they're all in here, and they all believe the same gospel. They all hold to the same basic norms. So authoritarian means you have authorities, oh gosh, I'm out of time, over the Bible. We're going to have to continue this next time.
Yeah, we'll just be quick. We'll just go through quickly.
So, for instance, you have a Bible with the Roman Catholics. The Pope and the councils and the magisterium of the Catholic Church tell you what the Bible believes, which actually makes it so that the Bible isn't your authority, but the people telling you what the Bible says are actually your authority. Mm-hmm. So that's how you get to this place of the authority actually norms or interprets the Bible. And that's the same thing with Roman Catholic and with Mormons. Mormons have the Living Prophet and other books to do that. So we'll get to the rest of this next time.
All right.
Okay. Well, go ye therefore, and all the earth enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was a nice class, that's for sure.
And remember,